a term that I loved is vanity metrics.
Yes.
That hit home at some, vanity metrics. And it's essentially having metrics or having data that you feel makes you look good or makes you feel viable, but really it's just stroking your ego. And I'm going to give you an example from this YouTube channel, actually. One of my videos has, done a bit better than some of my other videos on this YouTube channel. I'm not going to use numbers, but it's got more than the average views of most of my other videos. However, when I look at the data, the watch time for that video isn't as high as some of the other videos that have less views. So people are watching it for less time. So they're clicking on it because for whatever reason, they're clicking on it because I believe the video has been shared to lots of different people, but they're not actually staying on it and they're watching it. So now if I had just looked at the views, I'd be like, oh wow, this video is actually doing quite well. That's a nice vanity metric. Or this video is doing well for my channel. But when I actually analyze the data, I'm like, actually, no, this video is not doing well. It's people are watching a little bit of it. They're clicking on it because the video has been shared or spread around, but it's not actually giving me good metrics. So yeah, I don't know if you had anything to add on vanity.
No, look, vanity, listen, that is, especially the day and age that we live in now, and especially with things like social media platforms and whatnot, it's very easy to get tied up into those vanity metrics. The way that they put it in the book is vanity metrics versus actionable metrics. So you're talking about the vanity metrics is like, oh look, X amount of views, I've got all these views. The actionable metrics is now when you dive a little bit deeper and you look in and see, okay, what's the watch time? You start looking at the analytics, and then it depends where your attention is. Because if you're just like, you could just sit back and be like, well, look, I've got all these views. This video is boom, boom. I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing my thing. But like, then you take a little dip, you dive a little deeper, and you see, okay, actually, the watch time on these other videos. So what we shouldn't do is we shouldn't be too obsessed with those vanity metrics. Even from a financial perspective, it's like when you're looking at money. You can look at your growth, your turnover, and it's happened to me in the business that I run, that I used to run before. And I only really realized this now, setting up the Fly HQ with the planning. So it's like, we were turning over like a lot of money a year, and then it's like, that's a good vanity metric. You feel good, yeah, man, we're doing this, whatnot. And then when you break it down to the net, so you've got the turnover, and then when you deep it and look at the net profit, it's not so, that's an actionable metric. Because really, if we were focused on the net profit as opposed to if we were focused on the actionable metric versus the vanity metric, we would have realized that even though we're turning over all this, we're only keeping this percent of it. So that's a problem. Let's deal with this problem. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. So saying to yourself, with the YouTube video, if you just focus on that, on the number of the views, you'll be like, oh, I'm doing my thing. I don't need to worry. But no, you'll look at that and think, okay, why are people watching this video over this video? So the percentage is quality over quantity, essentially, right? Yeah. So I think especially now, it's very easy to get. And my fiance always says this, like, she knows a lot about Instagram with her company Up Your Moxie. So we'll talk about views, the amount of followers someone has. Instagram now, followers, right? Everyone's looking at, well, I don't think so much anymore, but before, a vanity metric is how many followers do they have? But we really know, everybody knows that people buy followers. Yeah. So why is it? So now people that know about it don't even watch that. You go back and look, okay, how many views do they have on their video? What's the interaction like? We spoke about already, the community. Do people comment? Do people repost? X, Y, Z. So that's a vanity metric. You can go now and buy 20,000 views like that. Yeah. Make you look good. Yeah, I'm not views, sorry, 20,000 followers. That's all good. But that's just a vanity metric. That makes you feel good. So, when people look at my page, they'll think, da-da-da. But in reality, how many views did you get on your thing? How many? And even to take it a step further, what are those views doing for you? Yeah. Even if you do have 20,000 followers, what is the purpose of if you're talking about Instagram, what's the purpose of your Instagram? Yeah. Is it just promote, like, what you have to have a definitive purpose for it? Is it to make sales? Is it just for awareness? Is it to drive in leads? what is the purpose of it, and is it achieving that goal? And that's the metric you should be focused on. Whatever your goal is, everyone's different. Every business is different. But whatever your goal is it achieving that goal? If not, you need to look and find out why and change it up. And that's something that I think we should be aware of, man. Vanity metrics will kill your business.
Mr. Fly and I are always dropping gems. And to watch the full episode, click here. Or for some more snippets and some more gems, click here. Peace.